communication today very much about root chakra and how to remain consciously sovereign despite, not in spite, despite the influences that can be received at the level of the root chakra that can be quite intrusive from the tribe, or excuse the misspellings, other people, the consensus consciousness, our parents or our families. These kinds of energies can be quite influencing, and they can be interpreted as intrusive. We're not criticizing that process. We're saying that is our current moment of learning how to love, care, and respect, and be kind and aware of others' current process, life process, emotional process, cultural process, racial process, and it goes beyond that. It goes to genders, it goes to age groups. The misapprehensions that we hold on to, the misunderstandings we hold on to, that we feel so very self-righteously are absolutely right, that we're absolutely right and other people are absolutely wrong. And it's obvious because we've decided that. Does this process of victim, perpetrator, rescuer extend to our willingness, our rationalization to destroy any and every animal or insect in our environment that we feel either threatened by or made uncomfortable by, or don't feel it, or we feel is going to be in the way of us having what we want as a species? Is our interpretation of the environment as our enemy and us as the victims of it and as the owners of it at the root of our incapacity to harmonize with it and care about it and nurture it and steward it and respect it? So this process of rationalized consumption and destruction is endemic in our species. We have not been taught to care. We've not been taught to respect. We've not been taught to be gentle. We've not been taught to serve the environment as we would serve other human beings or people that we love and care about. That lack of understanding on our parts, due to a lack of effort, a lack of enough guiding wisdom and leadership in the world, enough education, enough arrived at understanding that is embodied and lived from as individuals and as the collective nations and species, that lack is generating indifference, cold, ruthless, brutal indifference to the pain and suffering of the world, and even to the pain and suffering of other human beings. We would suggest that it's optimal that there be no moments in life of indifference to anything or anyone. And if we choose that intentionally, we will learn from every moment. We'll learn from the life of the mosquito that lands on us and bites us without killing it. We'll learn from its energy, from its life process, from its decisions, its behaviors. We'll learn something of value rather than just killing it. Now, if that's true of a mosquito, is there any other dimension of life we can learn from and be evolved from rapidly if we just choose that be our process? So what's the difference between the experience of a man that is insulted by a group of women, or a woman who is insulted by the aggressive statements of a man? In the past, prior to the internet, we did not have a system available to us for distributing information and learning amongst the human species that was standardizable and of good quality. We had whatever was we could put in print books once the printing press was developed, and what was delivered in educational systems. Now we have an internet, and everyone's patterns are talking on the internet to everyone else's patterns. Everyone's karmas are talking to everyone else's karmas. Everyone's fears, anxiety, stresses, projections, judgmentalness, victim, perpetrator, rescuer dynamics are talking to everybody else's. We're learning to learn in different ways and learning to learn different things than we used to learn, and learning to learn how to want to learn more optimally in future in order to inform choices, behaviors, communications, relationship dynamics, educational dynamics. And we're not there yet. And one of the challenges is that if we continue to always require judgmentalness and control and safety to be the lenses, the interpretive lenses from which we determine whether someone has said something to us or interacted with us in a way that is healthy and good or bad or wrong, then we're going to stay in fear and stay in judgment rather than moving forward together and educating each other in how we can live together, love, care, operate harmoniously, operate in service to one another, in service to the collective, in service to the planet, all at the same time. And we won't know it because we'll be busy judging and punishing and trying to get others to conform to the current moment of politically correct social process via judgment and punishment, rather than through modeling, through education, through communication, and through positive service and intention to perceived other.